Hey there guys, this is Lego and Hammer. I am Ty Builds Things, and sorry for not getting this video done on a Sunday. We were out with family. Me and my fiance went and had hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill, and didn't get home until a little bit late last night, and I had to work this morning. But on today's video, we are going to be talking about the LAAT Coruscant Guard variant, which is it it looks kind of small when you look at it, but if you actually do some research on it, the guard variant, which was also known as a Republic Police uh, patrol vehicle or just a patrol vehicle, it wasn't really meant for being a gunship. So it wasn't actually as big as what you would see on the front lines or in the Venators and stuff like that. That was actually a militarized version of it. This is supposed to be for the police and the Coruscant Guard. So it was a more narrow, shorter version of it. So that's why I've seen a lot of videos of people talking about how it's not as big and yada yada. And I thought that at first too, but then once I started doing some research on it for this video, I understood that now it wasn't supposed to be that big, which makes sense. It gave up that armor and the weapons and all that stuff for speed maneuverability. Makes a lot more sense now. I kind of like it. I love the color scheme. It does come with shock troopers, which were most of the Coruscant Guard were shock troopers. And the thing that sucks about that too, though, with shock troopers is they would get better armor, better weapons, and stuff like that compared to what the front line troops got, which sucked because the front lines were the ones actually dealing with a lot of fire and being under fire a lot of the time. You would think they would have gave that better armor to them and the better weapons to help out with the war, but then again, we all know it was a part of Sidious's plan was for everything to just give him enough time to take complete control over everything. So, on that note, this is my LAAT Coruscant Guard patrol ship. I have also filled it with Commander Cody and some of his guys, and Commander Fox is in there. I got some shock troopers as the pilots, and I'm thinking about switching it over to regular Phase 2 clones so I could have them be in the gunship. So I think that would be a lot cooler to have that done. I do have some regular Phase 2 clones behind me, and another shock trooper too, as well. But, and some more stuff on it. These were used in the hunt for Ahsoka when they thought she was the one who committed those bombings, even though we know it was Barriss. And it was also used in capturing fives during that incident. And after all that, during the switch over from the Republic to the Empire, they still kept it and changed it from being the Coruscant Guard to calling it the Imperial Patrol ship. Which means it was probably just turned into a gray ship. That is what I would assume, because almost everything in the Empire was gray. All of it. They did have some special variants of stormtroopers and other things like that that did have some color on their armor and whatnot. But I don't find this to be all that bad of a set. It is a bit pricey. Now, like a normal gunship, it does have the two laser cannons on front, the one in the back, and supposedly does have missile launchers. But it's not like some of the other ones where you actually could put in missiles up here and have them fire out. It's just for the show right here. It does have these stud blasters on the side, which I'm not sure if that was actually a thing on them or not. I didn't do a bunch of research because I do just like the LAATs the way they are. I find them pretty cool. They were one of the my favorite ships during the Clone Wars and stuff, along with this one. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's one of my favorites as well. I love Clone Wars era ships. I feel like they looked really cool. They had color schemes on them, paint jobs, and all that. I feel like the clones had some freedom when they were doing their paint jobs and whatnot, which made them look so cool. Yeah, I mean, and I put some clone troopers in it, like I said. Right now, there's 4 down below, the 2 pilots. I feel like I could fit more, but it's kind of hard because of how little the doors actually open. They only open about halfway of the amount of space you actually have in this ship. So other than that, you can close it up, and you don't really get that space, but you do have a door that drops down back here like normal. And the side doors, which I wish they would have done something with, maybe say some type of holding tank or a holding area for somebody who's been caught. I feel like that would have been pretty cool with how I know one of the LAAT gunship variants, I don't remember what year it was, had a Bacta tank in it that was in this section right here. But we know the LAAT gunships are longer and a bit bigger and have more firepower on them, honestly. So I like the color scheme. I find it to be pretty cool. It makes a lot of sense. I don't have too many complaints on this because I understand where they were coming from with this one. I know other people do. I really don't. I kind of really like it. I know I've said that too many times by now already, but I'm a big Lego Star Wars fan, so even if I don't particularly like the set, I'm probably still gonna, like the set because it's Star Wars, whether or not Lego did a good job on it or a bad job on it. There's plenty of sets like I even talked about. I don't think you guys can see it, but the Lego Tiny Tank, I already did a video on that. And I still like the set, but Lego did make huge mistakes on it. I still like it though. It's Lego Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I've grown up watching Star Wars ever since I was a kid with my grandpa. Big Star Wars guys. Now he's not particularly, a Lego guy, a Vietnam vet, but he loves Star Wars. It's some of my first memories is watching Star Wars with him or Lord of the Rings. But yeah, I know these clones aren't actually supposed to have them antenna thingies on them, but I added them because they came as extra pieces. And I think it looked kind of good because, in actual military, they've got those side pieces that help them with their screens at night. I don't have too much else to say. Like I said, I do have Commander Cody and Commander Fox in here. Commander Fox gets a lot of hate. And I understand why. But I loved his color scheme. I thought he looked cool. But they absolutely deserve the hate they get sometimes. Well, most of the time. They get a lot of hate from people because of how they acted, how much better they were treated compared to, frontline troopers and whatnot. But yes, this is my LAAT Coruscant Guard gunship. I like it. Other people complain about it, but it is mine. I'm okay with it. I think it looks good on my shelf. Having it with all these other clone troopers doesn't really match, but I feel like it does say, those clone troopers are on Coruscant, which they have been. You've seen them on Coruscant multiple times in the Clone Wars and whatnot. But alrighty, guys, I hope you liked today's video. I hope you like this build of mine, that I put together. And I hope you guys are around for my video next weekend, and it should be out on Sunday this time. I'm going to be doing it on my ultramarine dreadnoughts. So if you are interested in seeing my dreadnoughts and me talking about them and the lore, check out the videos, and I will see you guys then. Bye-bye now.